Hello and welcome back to the channel, as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. Today is the March of 22nd, and it's also, it's March of, at the time of recording, it's March 22nd, which is also my birthday, and it also coincides. This episode is also part 22. So everything is perfectly lined up. And hopefully if you notice that I've been uploading on multiple videos on this particular day. This is the reason. I have to get this episode out by the end of today. So that's why you get 3 new episodes for today. Starting from part 19, I've uploaded 2 earlier this morning, and now I'm currently recording it. So by the time this is uploaded, maybe for some time zones, it may have been the 23rd of March, but when I'm gonna upload. But the most important thing is when I upload this part, it will still be March 22nd in my time. So happy birthday to me as well. I don't want to sound I don't want to make this about myself, but this is my channel, so I'm gonna make this all about me. But anyway, that regardless, we're just gonna continue from where we left off. Enough about me now. Right now, I think in the last episode we basically speedrun 2 parts. The first part is being the Pongo Sanctuary, which I don't think has anything notable, I'm not sure. And the second part is we got stuck. What you got caught up in the desert planet Aksari, but with me defaulting everything to the first option, we actually failed the undercover mission. But turns out we have another plan, which is to let Kai go infiltrate the server room to forcefully turn off the hex shield so we can leave the planet. So although we failed one part, we still managed to escape regardless. But I just hope that this wouldn't affect anything regarding the within the route. But we're just gonna continue from where we left off. So we managed to escape the planet. I think this part is safe to say is the same, so we can just skip as usual. I don't know why it stopped there. First option? First option. Okay, because I think this is based on Iris's family and such. I'm gonna default to the first option in this run. Absolutely not. It's understandable why you did what you did, and honestly, I applaud you for taking control of your own life. If anything, I'd be more concerned about the person's character if they never questioned anything and were happy to take the easy road.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I feel a vibration in my pocket and fish out my phone. Sorry, I got a notification. I think it's the same, right? Oh, can we skip? No, we can't. Oh, it's a message from Vela, and she sent a funny meme of Beep Boop. I grin at the picture.
Did Vela send something funny?
And how did you know that? It's a picture of Beep Boop. Hold on. How did you know it was Vela?
Call it an educated guess.
Oh so I think some of these parts are starting to lean towards the Vela exclusive scenes now. What's the option to go for here? First option? I'm sure you had some intel to help you make such an accurate, educated guess.
Well, Vela and I have talked about you before.
Really? What did she say?
That's confidential information which will remain between a captain and her engineer.
Damn. Knowing Iris, there's no way she'll spill the beans. She checks the console one last time before straightening.
I'll be heading out then. Message me if anything comes up.
I nod. Sounds good. Have a good rest.
Good night. Don't get too distracted by you-know-who.
Oh? Okay. I'm about to retort, but Iris hurries out of the cockpit before I can say anything. Oh, I'll get her back next time. Now that I'm all alone again, I refocus on the flight console and get back to work. Huh. Well, that was a new thing. I think this is part of the Bela route. Can I skip? No, I can't. Well, oh, this is the last sentence of the checkpoint, so that's why I can't skip. Waiting for it to load. This part should be the same. Yeah, just gonna keep skipping. What did we choose in the first run? I think it's the default second option. But based on the logs, I want to check for some context. I want to check for some context, maybe whether either of the girls have anything to say. No, I picked the default first option. Between her appearance, the MP story, and her close encounter with what I assume was a group of slavers, I think she's telling the truth. Nova nods hopefully. Suddenly, Kai enters the kitchen.
Sorry I'm late, I was just...
This part is the same. I had no idea Kai was... Wait, can I just skip? Yeah, I'm just gonna skip.
You should ask him about the time he piloted us through a nebula storm.
Can I still skip this? Somehow this is exclusively... The sound effect here is exclusively with the intuitive trait. Yeah, step back, because we're gonna get the true ending, kind of. And yeah, since this part is the same, I'm just gonna skip it. Can I freeze? What happens if I freeze? It takes all... Yeah, this part I never chose it before. I'm not sure whether this will affect anything. It takes all my brain power for me to process what is happening, and I end up completely frozen in place.
Phew! That was a close one.
Nova Sky hugs me closer. That jolts me back to reality. Are you alright?
I'm good, thanks to you.
She smiles.
I'll have to properly thank you later.
I'm scared to think what that means. So this part is the same. Can I still skip? Who is her nose? Ah, Vela. So yeah, this time it's Vela being jealous. Her nose wrinkles and her lips gather in a tiny pout. I think previously... Yeah, this run is Vela. The first time would be Luna. Yes. Third run would be Iris, right? But they don't say anything, only Kai raises a questioning eyebrow. I quickly let Nova Sky down from my lap and we readjust ourselves. Did I mess this up by choosing freeze? Iris clears her throat.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Can I skip this part?
Let me tell you about the time I scaled a 100-story skyscraper using only suction cups and pure adrenaline.
Ah, this is the part where if we fail the desert planet part. She and Kai exit while the rest of the team slowly splinters off. I still haven't eaten yet. Okay, this part is the same, right? Can I skip? No. I still haven't eaten yet, so I decide to return to the kitchen and grab a snack. And Vela would be there to... Oh, this is the last sentence of the checkpoint. That's why. When I enter the kitchen, I'm surprised to see Vela. It's so late, I figured she'd have gone to bed. She hovers by the counter, fixing herself a drink. Hey Vela. She turns at the sound of my voice. When she sees my face, her eyes squint into a glare and she turns back to a drink with a huff.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, I'm hearing her voice being echoed. I'm pretty sure this is the issue of my headphones and definitely not the system. Yeah. That is not the kind of greeting I expected. Are you alright?
Yeah.
She answers without making eye contact, stirring her drink more forcefully than necessary. Right. Maybe I should let her be for now. I consider leaving, but my rumbling stomach reminds me of its urgent need for food. Is it okay if I use the kitchen? Vela scoots away from the counter and sits at the dining table. Thanks. I get to work preparing myself a quick meal. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I catch Vela sneaking looks my way, but every time I meet her gaze, she huffs and turns away. Once my food is prepared, I gingerly join Vela at the table. She slides her drink closer to herself, but otherwise doesn't acknowledge me. Are you sure you're okay, Vela?
Yeah, what makes you think I'm not?
Just seems like you might have something on your mind.
Well, if you must know...
Vela finally meets my gaze, her expression still fierce.
I have this friend who's being very thick-headed right now.
Oh, really? What's going on?
I don't know. He acts like he might be interested in this one girl, but then he also has no problem when another girl jumps in his lap at the first chance she gets.
I have no idea whether if I messed up or not. Should I just go back and repick? I'm worried that this is, you know what? Let's make a scum save right here and see whether if we will get this scene regardless. I will come back to this later. But yeah, I'm just gonna repick this part. And in other case, I can pick the... And in other words, I can also select another part where I... let's skip. We can pick the third option, so that next time when we start Iris's route, we can pick the second option as a default. Following in someone's footsteps without ever knowing who you really are will eventually lead to a life of regret.
My thoughts exactly.
You did the right thing for yourself.
Thanks.
Based off her smile, I can tell she valued hearing that. And this is the meme that Vela... What happens if I pick this? Double down and deny. So it wasn't actually Vela. Say what? What? Oh, it skipped this part. No wonder. I actually only said it was Vela to see how you'd respond. So it wasn't actually Vela. And you don't believe me. Damn, foiled. She checks the console one last time before straightening. Yeah, this option never... those two options never matter.
I'll be heading out then. Message me if anything comes up.
Yeah, we'll skip this part. And we'll keep skipping. Because I don't want to mess that whole segment up. But if we do, then that's fine. If it doesn't matter, then it's fine by me. This time I'm gonna pick the third one, so I don't trust her. I don't think we can risk untying her just yet. Not until we're sure she isn't a threat. Noah slumps against her bonds, disheartened and anxious. Suddenly Kai enters the kitchen, and we can skip this entire part as well. Keep skipping. Step back. Check if she's hurt. Are you alright? She nods.
I am, thanks to your quick reflexes.
A moment later, the rest of my crew rushes in.
Is everything okay? We heard a loud noise.
This part is the same, right? Can I still skip? I feel like this part is the same regardless. Yeah, she's still angry regardless regardless of what option I choose. Should I pick the second option? I'm not sure which is the safe option. Everything feels dangerous. See, now that we're back at this scene, I have a very strong suspicion Vela isn't talking about a friend at all. She's talking about me. I need to set the record straight here. Oh, this is the safe option. Have you ever considered that your friend might be innocent? Vela crosses her arms.
I don't see how that's possible.
Maybe he was just minding his own business when that girl fell on him out of nowhere. He's the real victim here.
If he's really so innocent, then he should have moved out of the way.
It all happened so fast. How would he have known that she'd land right on top of him? Vela opens her mouth and closes it. Her brows furrow as she realizes the flaw in her argument. Still, she crosses her arms.
Well, you just should have.
Her eyes widen.
I mean, he should have.
Her cheeks redden and she looks away. Anyway, I think I understand what you're trying to tell me.
You do?
Vela is cautiously curious. Yeah, you're upset because someone else got to sit in my lap. So to make things even, you want to sit in my lap. What the fuck?
What? Out of all the possible crazy ideas, this is by far the craziest.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I keep saying nonsense whenever we're with Vela. Am I wrong?
Yes, that's literally the opposite of what I want.
I pause before snapping my fingers. Ah, the opposite. I get it now. Before Vela can react, I stand up and lower myself gently into her lap. What the heck? Her eyes are saucer white and her mouth is open in a small O.
Hey, what are you? Did you just? What?
Our eyes lock and her face flushes. This is what you meant, right? She snaps back to attention and her blush darkens.
Get off.
Vela tries to shove me off her lap, but not before I catch a smile. Default to the second option. I snake my arms around Vela's neck for extra support and grin. Now I'm anchored. If you try to push me off, you're coming down with me. Vela flashes me a wicked grin and shoves my chest. The force breaks my lock around her neck. Ah! She giggles.
I wouldn't be so certain about that.
She's geared up for another push, but I hop off her lap before she can strike. She won't get me twice. That seems to have broken the tension, and Vela's normal smile returns. So, are you feeling better about your friend now? She laughs.
I don't know if I feel better or worse.
I chuckle. Suddenly, Vela's phone beeps. She checks her messages.
Oh, Beep Boop has finished the first diagnostic. I'd better take a look.
Good idea. I should finish my food. Vela glances at my plate and giggles.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's why you came in here. We'll continue this later.
I nod, she quickly says goodbye and heads out. Well, I consider reheating my food, but decide that's too much effort and finish it cold. While cleaning up the kitchen, the fatigue of the day catches up to me. I hurry up and return to my room. So yeah, so at the end of the day, regardless of what you choose, Bella will still be angry. Oh yeah, speaking of Nova, after she left and dedicated a song to us, yeah, nothing much actually happened. So yeah, we didn't the theory of me thinking that Nova might be related to Kai is basically out of the window. So yeah, that's one of my many stupid theories. Unless there's a fourth option where I make a fourth run where I don't pursue any of the girls and then I flirt with Nova. And also there's a fifth option where I three of the girls and get kicked off the Eidos. So yeah, there's one bad ending and there's also one platonic ending with every one of them. So yeah, maybe we'll have a Kai route or a Nova route, I don't know. This part I think I can skip this part. No? Wait, what? Oh yeah. There's a spinning thingy. So I think let's continue. Can I skip? Can I continue to skip? No. Is this the same thing? That was a close call. I considered responding, but it's the middle of the night in Polaris. Maybe I'll let everything settle for now and text them tomorrow. I put my phone down and stretch, fighting back a yawn. I should get some sleep. This part is the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. Before long, I'm fast asleep. Can I still skip? For some reason, I can't. I wake up to the beep of my alarm and quickly turn it off. It's time to fly again. For some reason, some parts are... despite already reading it, I still can't skip it. Maybe it's because they fixed some text and they think that text is a new text that I haven't read, that's why I can't skip it. Or maybe it's just me. That's really sweet, actually.
Of course she is. She's Nova. Sorry about that. It's not often this co-pilot gets his own co-pilot.
This part is the same. Yeah, I wish I can skip more normally. The rest of the flight goes by smoothly, which is a nice change of pace. Kai and I rotate shift, and our crewmates occasionally stop by to keep us company. And we can keep skipping this part.
Thanks for being a good sport.
Huh? I blink. Yeah, the entire part, sometimes when you skip and then they suddenly just cut off, and when you press skip again, it continues skipping. What's this part? Oh, so this is not part of Luna's route. So apparently this part is actually scripted, regardless. I wanna pass on that, right? I forgot where Luna is taking us. Is it the Botanical Gardens? I feel like this part is the Botanical Gardens. I'll pass. I'm not up for a secret adventure right now.
Okay, one hint. It involves pretty flowers and exotic plants.
Yeah, this is the Botanical Gardens. We can still decline. Not my thing. That's not really what I'm in the mood for. You go have fun though. Luna grins.
I certainly will. I hope you do too with whatever you decide.
Thanks. After one more grin, Luna leaves. Yeah, I'm not gonna accidentally 2-time or 3-time everyone at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna decline every other girl's offer apart from Vela's, then so that we can safely be official on her route. I decide to wander around the city center. There's a small park with a plain stone fountain in the center square. Lots of people sit along the benches. Nearby are a row of shops and cafes. I take my time, enjoying the fresh air and the buzz of city life. It's a much needed break from the tension of Aksari. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Polaris. The architecture is different, but a metropolis is a metropolis no matter where you go. After a few hours of browsing and walking, I began to grow tired. Since it's getting late anyway, I begin my journey back towards the ship. Yeah, random me time. How rare. I was expecting a scene with Vela, but surprisingly, yeah, the Luna scene to the botanical gardens is actually a fixed event. When I arrive, Iris and Vela are waiting in the cargo bay. Luna arrives a moment after I do and waves when she approaches. Oh, so this is Kai whipping up the dinner scene. Can I skip this part? Yep. Pet Beat Boop. I give Beat Boop an affectionate pat. Aw, thanks. You did great, buddy. It whirls in contentment, a smiley flashing on its screen. Beep. Luna pats the robot, giggling at its hat.
Well, don't you look like a professional, Chef Beep Boop? Well done.
Yes, excellent job. It all looks great.
Can I skip this part now? Okay. Vela blinks. I think it's the same, right? No. Apparently we never seen this.
Huh? But you were the main operative.
Ah, this is if we fail the Aksari plan. Luna nods.
That's right. You were boots on the ground completing the mission.
Sure, but I couldn't have done anything without everyone's guidance.
Luna and Vela both grin.
That's very true. And I'm glad you realize it.
Kai laughs.
Well, this is much appreciated, Kai. Thank you.
This part is essentially the same. I have no idea whether if I have chose to call her by her nickname before. So I'm gonna make a scum save right here and press the skip.
Hey, big bro.
Ah, this time it doesn't skip. So I'm thinking if I do pick the first option, I can literally skip every single part right here. So yeah. Hey sis.
Hey, big bro.
And I can still skip this entire part. I'm not entirely sure now about this part. Everything looks amazing. Wow, everything looks so good. I don't know where to start. Yeah, I never picked this before.
Start with anything, it's all delicious.
Okay. I grab the closest dish and portion a bit of food onto my plate. The first bite melts in my mouth. An explosion of flavor stands across my tongue, and I sigh happily.
What do you think?
I nod enthusiastically, too busy eating to answer. Kai grins.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
The girls all have similar reactions, and everyone eagerly enjoys the food. And I can still skip this now. Skip. Ah, this is the cake scene. This time I think it will be with Vela. I continue to eat my cake. I eat slowly, savoring the taste. It's a small cake and I want to enjoy it for as long as I can. Suddenly I hear laughter beside me. I glance over and see Vela giggling. She doesn't care that I've spotted her and continues to laugh. What's so funny?
Your face.
Second option. Are you sure you haven't been looking at your own face in the mirror? She blinks.
Huh? Why would I look at my own face?
Because your face is funny. Oh, although I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but I think every time the second option appears with Vela, I always sound like an asshole. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm not sure whether every second option with Vela is either being a jackass or an asshole. I don't know why. She crosses her arms.
Hey, my face is beautiful.
So is mine.
Not when it has cake all over it.
I grin. But you think it's beautiful otherwise? She blinks, her cheeks flush in a deep pink.
I didn't say that.
I grin. She did not say it either.
Anyway, that's not even relevant now.
Huh, right. There's cake on my face.
Yeah, can't you feel it?
Maybe. I grab a napkin and wipe a spot on my cheek. Did I get it?
No, it's the other side.
I wipe the other cheek. Now?
No, a little more to the right.
I try again, but Vela shakes her head.
No, down over there.
She sighs in exasperation and snatches the napkin out of my hand.
I told you, it's right here.
She leans in close and reaches the napkin towards my mouth. Gently, she wipes at the corner of my mouth.
Finally, you have no idea how much that was bothering me.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
She glances up and meets my gaze. I draw in a short breath when I realize just how close we are. This would be the perfect opportunity to exact my revenge. Do it then. I glance at Vela's red velvet cupcake. You've got some cake on your face too, you know. She laughs.
No, I don't.
How do you know?
Because I'm not a messy eater like some people here.
Then what are those red crumbs around your mouth? She frowns.
Where?
With an innocent grin, I dip my finger into the cream cheese frosting and dab it at the corner of her mouth. Right here. I laugh while Vela sputters.
Hey, not fair.
She pouts. Okay, sorry. Let me just help you clean that up. I reach for a napkin, but when I turn back, Vela's pout turns into a mischievous grin. She dabs more frosting on my face and giggles. What?
Gotcha.
Oh, it's on! Before I can get her back, she grabs a cupcake and hurries over to the other side of the room. Then she sticks out her tongue, taunting me. I'll get her next time. Everyone is in a great mood, and we chat and laugh long after all the desserts have been consumed. Eventually, the party wraps up, and Kai tries to help with the cleanup, but we insist that he rests. Instead, the girls and I wash up and wipe down the tables, and this part will be the same. Oh, wait, what? I return to the room to wind down for the night, and yeah, it's another checkpoint. Yeah, never a dull moment with Vela, but I don't know why the second option always ended up being a jackass or an asshole. But yeah, this is what you get for being a default to the second option. But I could also pick the first option just to be nice. But with Vela, I think there's kind of a split option. You can either be an asshole to her or be nice to her, and there will be actually two outcomes. While with Luna, well, to be fair, every first and second option have will have two different reactions, and maybe there's even a third option where you're trying to act cool or being emotionless. Yeah, the emotionless third option, the good guy first option, and the smart ass second option. Yeah. So I think this part is the same. Can I skip? No, I can't. I happily sink down into my bed. It's been a while since our last party together. I forgot how fun it was to hang out with everybody. We should do this more often. And this part is the same, right? And I don't know why the nighttime is. I can't skip. A yawn escapes me and I stretch. I should get ready for bed, but I'm already so comfortable. My eyes start to close, but a knock on my door jolts me awake. Who is it?
It's Vela.
Oh, I wonder what she's doing here. I scramble off my bed and open the door. Vela stands awkwardly in the doorway.
Hey.
Hey.
I know it's kind of late, but I hope I'm not bothering you.
I shake my head. No, not at all.
Oh, good.
She splits into a wide grin.
Because there's something I really want to show you.
Really? What is it?
It's something special that we can only see at night while we're still planetside.
Ah? Oh, how mysterious.
So, are you in?
Is this... I forgot whether after Kai's dinner, what happened, what did we do with Luna? I think we had a picnic, right? But this time with Vela, she just comes in the middle of the night. Why the second option always sounds so... Yeah, but yeah, I also can't resist to see her reaction, so I'm still gonna default to the second option. I grin. A cute girl is asking me to spend the night with her. How can I refuse? Vela's eyes widen and she quickly shakes her head.
Wait, that's not... Don't get any ideas now.
Oh, so you don't want to do something special with me at night?
I do. Just not... that.
Not what? I cock my head to the side, feigning ignorance.
You know... not...
Suddenly, she huffs and crosses her arms.
Never mind. Are you coming?
In what context? I'd sure like to. In what context? Yeah, at this point the word coming can mean two different things in this game now.
Good. I think.
She narrows her eyes and I smile innocently.
I need to stop by my room to grab something. Meet me at the buggy?
Okay. She grins one last time before hurrying out of my room. I adjust my clothes and freshen up before heading down the hall. I wonder what Vela wants to show me. The anticipation jitters through my body, keeping me awake. Picking up the pace, I reach the buggy just as Vela hops in. She enthusiastically waves me over. And speaking of which, back with Luna's route, we had the photographer Cameron Snap. Although he was mentioned at the end on the run, we never got to go to whatever his convention was that showcased his work or something. But I'm guessing it was implied that we will go there anyway. But yeah, I just hope that they actually put it to text. But regardless, let's move on. Once I'm seated, we're on our way. Vela steers us out of the docks and we drive into the city. At first our path leads us towards the city center, but Vela exits the main road, opting for a more scenic route. I don't think too much of it until the buildings steam out of view and we're surrounded by trees. Are we leaving the city?
Yep. Don't worry, we're almost there.
True to her word, and after another 15 minutes of driving, Vela stops the buggy on the edge of a grassy knoll. This scene. This background, kinda only exclusive to Vela's route. Unless otherwise if Irish route has it. But I'm pretty sure some scenes are exclusive to some routes. Let me check one thing. Alright. We shuffle out of the vehicle and I follow Vela across the hill. I squint, trying to keep her bright hair in view. It's the only thing that stands out against the ink black night. Finally, Vela pauses. Out of her bag, she pulls out a blanket, which she carefully spreads across the grass. Then she pats the spot beside her.
Come join me.
With hands spread to keep from fumbling, I carefully lower myself onto the blanket. It's really dark out here.
That's the point.
I can barely make out Vela's smile. What?
I had to make sure we were someplace dark and secluded. The special thing that I have, I wouldn't just show it to anyone.
Do we have an option to... It's always the unfortunate phrasing. A special thing? Yeah, all these three are not exactly the... There's no safe answer here. Yeah, my heart races. Yeah, with Vela, sometimes every single option is not a safe option. Vela wants me secluded and alone, where it's dark, so she can show me her special thing. Her intentions couldn't be clearer, and I could not be more excited. I can't wait to see it. Vela smiles excitedly.
Really? You don't even know what it is yet.
I smirk. I think I have a pretty good idea. In fact, since you'll show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Whoa, you have one too?
Yes? Her surprise throws me off, but I smoothly recover. A very impressive one, if I do say so myself. Vela's eyes grow wide with wonder.
You have to show me right now.
I chuckle. Not until you show me first. That's the deal.
Mine's been out the whole time.
Huh? Vela points to the sky.
The stars.
Oh. We're so stupid. Disappointment crashes into me. I knew it was too good to be true.
Well, it's not just the stars. Hold on, let me get it.
While Vela rifles through her bag, I lie back on the blanket and stare up at the sky. The stars glitter like bejeweled rhinestones in the shroud of night. They're so clear and bright that it's almost dizzying. That was so funny. Let me take some time to compose myself. Wow, I've never seen stars so bright before. Vela tilts her head up.
It's because we're out in the countryside, far away from the city lights pollution.
What the hell? So this part is the line continues down.
It's because we're out in the countryside, far away from the city lights pollution. In the distance, I can see the city's skyscrapers poking above the horizon like a miniature diorama. Even in the dead of night, the buildings are haloed in flashing neon.
I see what you mean.
Here it is.
Vela turns to me and hands me a metal gizmo. It's an intriguing device that's somehow both rounded and flat. There are two eyepieces which extend open like if binoculars and a telescope had a baby. Sitting up, I fiddle with the contraption. I press a button on the side and the device sprouts a tripod. What is it?
I call it a galactoscope.
Whoa, I never heard of it before.
That's because I made it up.
She giggles. Then she leans over and helps me set up the device.
It's basically a telescope, but stronger. We have a lot of these on Corvus. The general models are very advanced, but the reason this one is so special is because I've enhanced it.
She adjusts the last of the dials and sits back.
Go ahead, take a look.
I push myself to my knees and peer through the scope, and see even more stars. They're dazzling. They are dazzling bright clusters of light in unfamiliar constellations. Up close, they're enchanting. Whoa.
Right? But wait, let me show you something even cooler.
Vela brushes against me as she peers into the second scope. Her fingers points to the sky.
See that almost bluish star over there?
I search the sky until I spot it. Yeah.
That's Corvus's star system.
Blinking, I take a closer look. Seriously? But Corvus is in free world space. We shouldn't be able to see past the Union from... Wait, what? We shouldn't be able to see past the Union from over here?
I know! That's what's so exciting. See, what I did was, I adjusted the...
I turn to face Vela, pulling away from the telescope. At the same time, Vela leans into me. She freezes and gasps. Our faces are only inches apart. Our gazes lock and I lose myself in her eyes, which sparkles just like the stars. Her cheeks are flush pink, as bright as the hair framing her face. My heart thunders in my chest. The background is getting dark. My heart thunders in my chest, pumping a thrilling adrenaline of hope, fear, and excitement. For a moment, it's just us. The edges fade away as Vela encompasses my view. I'm drawn to her, stronger than any magnet. I know she feels it too, because she's waiting for me. Closer and closer, until... snap! A twig snap shatters the moment. A scamper of feet follows as an animal scurries into the trees. Immediately we break apart. Vela darts away, scrambling backwards. Her face is a deep crimson and she babbles incoherently.
Nothing happened. I mean, I didn't mean to. There wasn't... Wow, aren't the stars so pretty? I love looking at stars.
We're almost on a route, but I'm pretty sure the route I can't speak. I think we only officially become a couple during the beach scene. So I think this first date part is like to at least lock on to a route a bit. She clears her throat. Tease her while she's flustered. Yeah, default to the second option. I chuckle. Seeing Vela so flustered is strangely endearing. Yeah, nothing happened, but the night is still young. I smirk. Vela's eyes widen and her blush deepens.
What do you mean?
Well, as you pointed out before, it is very dark and very secluded. The perfect setup for certain activities. Vela watches me intently as I scoot closer.
Hold on! I only planned for us to stargaze!
I grin. I know. Me too. Vela blinks before quickly looking away, her blush turning a dark crimson. Vela's the star! No! Now I get it! We're stargazing Vela! Wait, that came out wrong as well! No! This... Yeah, never a dull moment with her. My grin broadens. Silence settles between us. Finally, I gesture to the telescope. So, the galactoscope, huh? Vela grins in relief, clearly grateful to return to more familiar territory.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
I nod. I had no idea a telescope could reach so far. Now you can see Corvus wherever you travel.
That's the goal. Obviously, the galactoscope has its limits, but sometimes when I feel so very far from home, It's comforting to know that I can still see home whenever I want. It makes me feel less far away.
She scoots back to the telescope and peers through the scope one more time. Suddenly, she pulls away.
Wait, is that weird?
Not at all. It's natural to want to feel connected to your home. She smiles.
I see. That makes me feel better.
Although, are you feeling homesick? Is that why you wanted to come out tonight? Vela hugs her knees, her smile turns sheepish.
Maybe a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy here on Eidos and I don't want to leave. But I still miss my family. Especially my brother. He and I are close.
Like me and Celeste.
Yeah, my brother used to look after me too. Kind of how you look after Celeste.
He sounds like an awesome brother. Her grin brightens.
He is. When we were little, he used to say it was just him and me against the world. In some ways, I think he took my leaving harder than my parents.
How so?
My parents worried about my career choices, but my brother worried about me being on my own. I've always had him, and he's always had me. I think he was afraid our relationship would change.
She rests her head on her knees.
And honestly, I think it has. We used to tell each other everything, and we still talk as often as we can, but it's not the same.
She smiles.
It's not that it's bad, per se. It's just something that we're both still getting used to.
I think about my last few calls with Celeste. I completely understand. Sometimes a mission takes all of your focus, or you get EMP'd on a secret planet with a crazy dictator and can't get a signal to the outside world. Vela laughs.
Yes, exactly that. Then when you are able to get in touch again, you spend so much time doing damage control convincing everyone you're fine that you don't have time to talk about anything else.
I nod. That's the mercenary life for you.
Yeah,
She pauses, glancing up at the stars.
but no matter how long I've been away, it's hard not to miss my family.
Then you'll find your own family. I'm not gonna think anything weird on this, but I bet the game would do it without us thinking so. I feel like this is a... I hope that in this context it's a really wholesome one, not a really funny, not us trying to be an asshole or a jackass. Yeah, I'm just gonna default to the second option as well. It's okay to miss your family. And when you miss them a lot, don't forget that you can add new family members too. She blinks.
What do you mean?
Family can be more than just blood relations. Family can include the people you choose to be close with. Vela considers my words.
You mean like everyone on Eidos?
Yeah, exactly. Slowly she uncurls and sits up to straighter.
Actually, I like that. I don't have to be homesick because I'm always surrounded by family.
That's right. She puffs out a breath and smiles.
You know, sometimes you are very insightful.
I grin. I try.
What about you, though?
She's about to say more but gasps as a cold breeze cuts through her. She hugs herself, trying not to stop her body from shivering. Are you cold?
No, I'm fine.
Your shivering says otherwise.
Okay, maybe a little. I didn't think it would be this chilly.
I feel like if we have the intuitive trait, I would think that the first option would be the optimal option to choose, which I think even without the intuitive trait. First option. Here. I begin to take off my jacket when Vela stops me.
Wait, if you give me your coat, then you'll be cold too.
I'm built different, so no worry. I'll be okay. She shakes her head.
No, what if you get ill?
I don't want you to get sick either. I pause. Then I have an idea. Slipping my arm out of one of my sleeves, I scoot next to Vela. I slip one arm off the jacket over her shoulders, pulling her tightly against me. There! Now we'll both be warm.
Oh, okay.
I feel her settle into me, and I enjoy her comforting warmth. We fit perfectly together, like two puzzle pieces. She looks away, but I note the smile on her face. Her cheeks are flushed, but I don't know if it's from the warmth or being so close. I have to admit, being this close to Vela is nice. Much nicer than I anticipated. I wish this moment would never end. I can tell she feels just as comfortable because her head begins to loll. This is a word? Loll on my shoulder. Maybe I already seen this before, but I'm just being stupid. Oh, that apparently is a word. I thought it's the abbreviation. Okay, I'm being an idiot. Vela. Her voice is thick. What were you trying to ask me earlier?
Are you ever homesick?
Sometimes. It's hard being so far away from Celeste, and I do miss Polaris. Silence. Vela's breath. Vela's breaths have become a slow, steady rhythm. I glance down at her. Even though her eyes are closed, she's still nestled snugly against me. A slow smile spreads across my face, and I lean my head atop of hers. But right now, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I don't know if Vela heard me, but I think I see a ghost of a smile on her lips. I savor this moment until I feel my eyelids drooping. We better head back before we're both too tired to drive. Reluctantly, I wake up Vela, and we slowly pull apart. I shiver at the loss of her warmth. We gather up our things and load up the buggy. The drive back feels longer than the drive out, but eventually we arrive at the docks. After we park the vehicle, Vela and I head up the stairs and back to the quarters. We pause in front of her room. Vela smiles.
Thanks for coming out with me tonight.
Thanks for inviting me. I had a nice time.
Me too.
Suddenly she remembers something and looks sheepish.
I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to look for Polaris. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to see it, but I wanted to try for you.
That's okay. We'll make sure to check next time.
Does that mean you want it next time?
Yep, you owe me. No backing out now. Vela giggles.
I wouldn't dream of it.
She quickly uses her hand to hide a yawn. We've had a long night. She nods.
Good night.
Good night. Vela offers me a sleepy smile before entering her room. I walk the few paces to my room and unlock my door. I do the bare minimum to get ready for bed and fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. Wow, that was a really interesting session with Vela. So I'm pretty sure this part is the same. Yeah, we're near the part where we get together with her now. Oh, this part is because we're not going to... Because if we are on Luna's road, we'll be on a picnic with her right now. I pour myself some coffee and then pull a few ingredients out of the fridge to make a simple breakfast. After last night's huge meal, I want something light and filling. I bring my plate into the lounge and catch up on the news while I eat, taking my time to enjoy my food. When I'm done, I clean up and exit the kitchen. I realize that I left my phone back in my room. I should go get it, so I make my way down the corridor. Soon I reach my quarters and enter my room. Oh, this part is the same. Can I still skip? No. When I'm done, I take a short break and flop down on my bed. Cleaning can be deceptively tiring. I reach for my phone. I don't know why some parts, I don't know, I think some of these are related to like the route that you chose, or is it because of some bugs or not? I don't know. I scroll around online. As I'm reading the latest memes, I feel my eyelids grow heavy. I'll just rest them for a quick minute and then I'll get back to it. A minute turns into 2, and then 3. When I blink open my eyes, I barely look around. What time is it? I flash my phone open and shoot straight up. How is it already evening? Crap, I didn't mean to sleep the day away. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't have plans. Regardless, I am way too comfortable here. I need to get out of my room before I fall asleep again. Rolling out of bed, I quickly make myself presentable before I exit my room and head to the lounge. As I near the lounge, I hear faint music interlaced with sporadic things and other sound effects. It sounds like someone's playing a video game. I think it's Kai playing the... yeah. First option here. I've played bits and pieces over the years, but never a full game. Kai nods.
That's me with the Zelda games.
Another one of the real life references. There are just so many of them.
So many.
Regardless, it's a popular franchise in Polaris, so everyone's familiar with it.
It's quite popular in Sirdros too.
Skip this part. First option. I've got to admit, that's pretty smart. It grins.
Of course it is. It was my idea.
Well, kudos that you've avoided them for so long. Let's hope it stays that way. Yeah, it's a good thing. Apart from Avelina in the later on in the run, there's no bounty hunters or like the cartel members chasing after us. This part is the same, right? I return. Yeah, it's gonna make a load here. This part is, yeah, talking with Vela with, can I skip this part? I never picked the second option. I think because I was worried that I accidentally will run into a route, so I'm gonna pick this one. Are you thinking of going solo on this one?
I originally was, but... Well, some of the two-person jobs pay a lot more money, so I wouldn't mind having a partner join me.
She glances sidelong at me.
Would you be up for an adventure?
I grin. You bet, partner. Why do I feel like this is a Monster Hunter World reference? But I don't think...
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
But it's probably just a coincidence. She matches my grin. This part is the same. I'm gonna be an idiot here. Wow, you're right. That sounds awesome. And I accidentally pull on my headphones. I don't know. Yeah, my headphones are a bit... Well, my headphones are not actually bad, but I think it's the wire that's being weird. I probably need to replace it one day.
Right? Am I good at this or what?
You've got a gift. She giggles.
Okay, it sounds like we're in agreement.
Definitely.
Yes!
Bella claps her hands excitedly.
Let me get us confirmed.
This part is the same, so we're just gonna...
You've got a vehicle. That's great. The cargo is ready for you.
We can still skip. Yeah, this will be the kidnapping scene.
It means we've been captured by slave traders.
My eyes widen and my heart jumps. What?
It's the only explanation. Why else would they kidnap us? If they wanted our stuff, they would have taken that and left us alone.
She makes a good point. A mugging wouldn't go through the efforts of kidnapping. even and if they wanted no witnesses, we already be dead. A shudder crawls down my spine. Our situation is worse than I thought. Oh, somehow I think because we're technically on Vela's route already, the text might have been different. Crap, we've been kidnapped by slave traders. Vela struggles even harder than against her bonds.
I want these stupid things, come off!
Her voice snaps me back to reality. Okay, focus. The first thing I need to do is calm Vela down. Nobody's going to be a slave because we're going to get out of here. But first, we need to be quiet. We don't know if there's any guards around. I think this part is the same. Apart from the athletic tech bonus. I clench my hands into fists, flexing my forearms before pulling my arms back. Then I quickly bring them down towards me, elbows away from my body so my back turns into a wedge. The zip ties neatly break open, as if cut in half by scissors. Yes! Okay, Vela, let me help you. Vela stares at me, slack-jawed. Her eyes are trained on my muscles. Vela?
Huh?
A soft blush dusts her cheek when she's caught staring, but she quickly refocuses.
Oh, right.
She turns and shows me her hands, and I shift to her side. I put pressure on the fastener and then rip the ties in half. When Vela spins back around, her eyes are wide. She's clearly impressed.
Thanks.
No problem. Now that our hands are free, the first thing I do is to check my pockets. Vela follows my lead. Unfortunately, our captors have taken all of our belongings, so we can skip this part. Skip every single part. Not sure if we can save this part. Scum save. And it doesn't work, right? And I fucked up the game. Huh? They don't want you to scum save, so that's why. I'm frozen in place and my head is totally blank. All I can do is listen as the footsteps grow closer and closer. Vela turns to me and pitches her voice low.
Hey, snap out of it.
Huh?
The guard will be here soon. We should get back into position and pretend we're still asleep. Then when he gets close, we'll ambush him. Got it?
I nod. Okay, luckily this won't end up as a fail. We quickly lie back down on the floor, pretending our hands are still tied behind us. This time I'm only an arm's length away from Vela. We don't wait long before we hear the click of the automatic lock and the door slide open. Heavy boots start into the room. I think this part is the same. First option? Yeah, I could have chose the other options as well. I forgot which option I've chosen, so... Throw a rock. I pick up a small pebble and throw it down the hallway. Maybe I can draw his attention to the exit. Unfortunately, I come up short, and it lands next to his shoe. I quickly duck behind the wall again, hoping it went unnoticed. Unfortunately, I hear the guard making his way closer. With each passing step, my brain scrambles to think of a way out of this. It's too late. He rounds the corner, pistol lift, this part is the same.
Whatever it is, it needs to be big to draw all of their attention.
Okay, I want to make a scum save here, just in case this doesn't work like the last time. Sneak past this time. We cautiously slip through the crowd, crouching from cover to cover whenever a guard gets near. It takes some maneuvering, but eventually we make it safely to the transport ship. We power the people inside as fast as we can and seal the door behind us. Vela and I sprint to the cockpit. Yeah, it wasn't fixed. So yeah, that middle part isn't fixed, no matter what. So I'm gonna check the third option. If I can take a guard hostage, it might grant the rest of us safe passage through.
There's like 30-something guards out there. Even if you manage to grab one, you'll be negotiating with a bunch of criminals. They might not even care that you have one of their guys.
Oh, can I choose this actually? Trust me, this will work. Vela bites her lip and glances at the huddled group, before looking back with a nod.
Be careful.
I nod. I discreetly dive from cover to cover until a guard is left on his own. In several quick motions, I lift the weapon from my side and aim it at its head. Nobody move! Now, if you want this man to live, you'll do exactly as I hear a loud noise and my ears start ringing. My vision grows hazy as I look back at Vela and the others. My eyelids flicker, but they're too heavy to keep open. Slowly I sag to the floor, and my world turns black. Yeah, bad ending. We can still choose that option, but I wanna pick... I don't understand why the second option doesn't work. It should work by right. Maybe you're right. Vela's right. There isn't any loyalty among these people. The only lives they value are their own. There has to be a better option. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know why this option isn't working. But before they still haven't fixed it yet, I did make a report and the devs acknowledge it, and yeah, not just me who encountered the bugs. At first they thought it was just my own hardware having an issue, but turns out someone else do have the same problem, so they are trying for a fix. In other words, we can only pick the first option. Okay, this sound effect feels like it's the tactician trait for some reason, but we're just gonna pick every option available.
Get ready to take off. I'll read it.
Yeah, this part is the same. Still the same. Well, can I still skip this part? I wanna pick the first option. I don't know either. It's a lot to process. Vela nods.
I know exactly what you mean.
She falls quiet again. It's okay not to be okay, you know? You've just gotten through a lot.
That's the problem.
Huh?
We shouldn't have gone through that at all.
What do you mean?
If I hadn't taken that job, then none of this would have happened.
This part is the same.
I should have, though. I was responsible for selecting the job, which means I should have done more research beforehand.
I was looking at the same job as you, and I didn't notice anything suspicious either. Nobody starts out knowing everything. These are things you learn by experience. Let's, yeah, skip this part. The lounge is empty when I arrive. I bet that, yeah, this part is the same as well.
Now that you know, you can be more careful in the future.
I nod. I'm definitely not making that mistake again. Kai slowly shakes his head and sighs.
Oh, Vela, why does she always have to be so stubborn? How many times have we warned her to be careful? She doesn't listen.
I can skip this part. The first option, seeing the team so worried only tightens the knot of guilt in my stomach. I feel responsible for all of this. I'm sorry. It's my fault this happened. I didn't do enough to protect her. I should have seen how shady that job posting was. It seems so obvious now. Maybe if I had, I could have convinced Vela to accept another one. Kai shakes his head.
No way. Vela's the most stubborn person on this ship.
Plus, it's not your fault that you didn't recognize the red flags in the posting. They're hard to detect, especially when you don't know what to look for.
Luna smiles.
And you clearly helped make sure that she and everyone else got out safely. I'd say you protected her a lot.
Their encouraging words do make me feel a little better. I muster up a smile. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Anyway, everything that needs to be said has been said. I think it best if we all rest for the night.
The group nods in agreement. Wait, what? What did I just skip? Is it the hospital? Yeah, it's with the hospital. Is this a good time to end the episode? Maybe we'll continue for a little while. Yeah, this is still part of the same arc, I suppose. Still the first one. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I can't stop myself from rehashing everything that went down. I keep wondering what would happen if I'd done something different. I keep wondering what would happen if I'd done something differently.
I understand. I've also caught myself wondering about the what-ifs. But once we fall down that rabbit hole, it's twice as hard to climb out.
You're right. I need to stop dwelling on what happened, but it's hard.
You can always talk to me if you need to.
Thanks. I appreciate you checking up on me.
Of course. The well-being of my team is important.
Have you talked to Vela?
Not yet, although I sent her a similar message.
Yeah, this part is the same now. First option. Vela can't leave the ship. We're a crew. You can't leave the ship. We need you.
No, you need an engineer, and I'm confident you can find a replacement quickly.
Different text. Finally, Iris speaks.
May I ask why?
I don't want to be a burden to this team.
I don't know if this... Oh, I can still skip. Wait, what? But... let me check something. I'm sorry. Sometimes skipping has its downside. This is the only thing different. On my very first mission with the group, you came up with a brilliant idea to add our cargo shipment onto the manifest to avoid suspicion. And then the rest are just basically the same. My mind is swirling, replaying fragments of our conversation. What if Vela really leaves the ship? I'm thinking, yeah, because of this part, we didn't like convince Rook to, or rather Nathan, to discard his Rook persona to do more as a politician. So I'm guessing this scene is different. After exiting the bridge, I make my way to the lounge. I immediately flop onto the couch before switching on the TV. A man dressed in a suit and tie flicker onto the screen. His hands are clasped in front of him as he prattles headlines into the camera. Do I want to watch the news right now? I'm about to switch channels when Luna enters the lounge. I feel like this is also scripted.
The riots on Valora continue to escalate, reporting record-breaking levels of violence. Law enforcement are working tirelessly to put an end to the disturbances, but they are no closer to catching Rook or his vigilante group.
Yeah. This also changes depending on what option you choose. So in the first run, we managed to convince Nathan to put more effort to his people. We made him see what he's fighting for, and his Rook persona slowly disappears. But in this case, yeah, Nathan is still Rook.
With the increased damage across the city and the use of heavy firearms, many are wondering if Rook is who he claims to be. Can he still be considered a vigilante fighting for the good of this city, or does he have an ulterior motive? Unfortunately, as a result of this conflict, the Interplanetary Union Board rejected Valora's application to join the board, which has caused additional unrest amongst many constituents.
Luna sighs deeply and shakes her head.
I had a feeling this would happen.
What do you mean?
Violence begets violence. Now the city's in total chaos and the situation is only getting worse. We had a chance to step in, but we didn't.
She gestures to the TV.
Was that bit of money really worth all of this?
We can pick this because, yeah, technically we're not on her route or anything. Yeah, default to the second one. I don't see the point in getting so worked up about this. Ultimately, what goes on in Valora doesn't affect us at all. Luna frowns.
What about all these people caught up in the violence? Not everyone is a perpetrator. Some are just innocent bystanders.
What's happening to them sucks, but it's still not our problem.
Perhaps not. But if the situation were reversed and we were in trouble, I'd hope that someone cared enough to help, even if it wasn't their problem.
Luna's voice is soft, but I can feel the sharpness of her words. I must have really struck a nerve. Maybe it would benefit me to be more empathetic. I guess you do have a point. She nods. The rest of the broadcast transitions into local news stories, so I switch to something more entertaining. So this part is the same, right? Yeah, this is the part where she says she's staying on the Eidos. And this part is only available. So this is the... At least we mentioned this before we... since we're on her route. So yeah, I guess we won't, you know, how do I put it? At least this pet app won't be only mentioned at the end of the game, but at least it was mentioned somewhere during Vela's route. Now our doggy friends don't have to be separated.
Oh yeah, I don't think Pixel would ever forgive me if that happened.
I know Sky wouldn't forgive me. Vela nods. Don't forget, you and I still have some unfinished business.
Huh?
I remember a certain someone promising that they'd use their galactoscope to show me Polaris. Vela giggles.
Don't worry, that certain someone has not forgotten.
Good. Maybe afterwards I can show you Polaris the way I know it. It can be our own secret. It can be our own secret adventure. Vela grins broadly.
I'd love that.
Suddenly she looks shy.
That's another thing I wasn't ready to give up.
Secret adventures?
More like the person who'd go on them with me.
I pause. Is she talking about me? Suddenly I hear her phone beeps, interrupting our conversation. Vela quickly checks her messages.
Wow, Iris doesn't waste any time. She's putting me back to work already.
I chuckle. What does she need you to do now?
I have to check all systems before we fly.
Oh, does that mean we've got a mission lined up?
I guess so? I'm not sure.
Well, have fun with that. I'm going to... My phone vibrates in my pocket. I checked it and find a message from Iris. Make sure we're ready for flight.
Have fun with that.
Vela giggles and I chuckle along with her. I finish reading the rest of the message. There will be a team meeting after all preparations are done. I guess that's when we'll discover our next steps. This part is almost everything. It's almost the same. I calibrate the pilot controls and check our fuel levels. Everything looks satisfactory. So I head to the lounge. Continue down the... What's this side? Hey, can I still skip? Oh, it's because of this. The door to the sim room is... wait, is this the... Okay, this is definitely something I've never seen before. So, we're gonna leave this to the next episode and wonder why is the... why is the gym, or should I say, why is the simulation room running to like simulate a gym, but there's no one here. But we can, safe to say, it's probably Vela doing something, but we can't know for sure. But we can only figure it out in the next episode. So for now, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh yeah, I forgot the recap. So basically the recap is basically most of the things are basically notable regarding the main storyline. The only exception is before the kidnapping arc is basically we have our own date with Vela. Basically we went on with her to the countryside to stargaze. Yeah, and we have a moment there. So yeah, that's the only notable thing throughout the entire otherwise like the usual normal storyline. Yeah, that's the only Vela exclusive scene that I can think of. But other words, it's just like normal story where we just do our usual choosing the other option and see what happens kind of stuff. But yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day, and goodbye. I'm gonna finish the cake that I haven't finished. Yeah, also I'm gonna celebrate my birthday. Thank you, and see you guys in the next episode. Yeah, okay, at this point I'm just saying awkward things right now, but you know what. Okay, bye bye. Stay safe and have a great day. See you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.